inspired by my closest and the cleanest Penguins attire today, the Steelers. This is one that we didn't write about it, and I don't know how far down I can go the rabbit hole, but Shireen caught wind of this at some point. And Shireen and I had kind of agreed that at the appropriate time, we will put this out there, that the Steelers are thinking about doing it. And before we could agree on the appropriate time to put it out there, Jaylen Warren let the cat out of the bag. Here he is on who will be returning kickoffs for the Steelers this year from the Cam Hayward podcast.
Our special teams coordinator was talking about Justin Fields being back there.
What?
We're like, hold on.
Whoa, you breaking news already?
We looked at him like, Justin Fields better be that back there. And, I don't know. I think it's cool.
Who's the new fastest on the team?
Oh, man. Justin Fields is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Fastest on the team, it got to be Justin or Calvin.
Justin Fields, really?
Justin's fast.
Is he?
Yeah.
Man. Well, he's returning kicks, it sounds like, too. So.
Hey, he's a do-it-all athlete.
This is one of the realities of this new kickoff formation, and this isn't some major shock that a team would be considering how to deploy its assets when you're talking about lower impact, less time for someone to build up a head of steam and come flying in low and take out your knee and cause a serious injury. Everything's packed together. Whereas you make one cut, you bust through, depending upon how they're going to deploy the 11 guys on the kick team to potentially make a tackle. If they all cluster up where they're allowed to be, you get an opening and you're gone, potentially, with only the kicker to beat. And if you can't kick the beater or beat the kicker, as the case may be, when he's 30 yards away and you got a chance to go this way, that way, whatever, then what are we doing here? So it doesn't surprise me. And it doesn't surprise me because I think people higher up on the ladder than the special teams coordinator have been talking about Justin Fields returning kicks for the Steelers. And the idea of Justin Fields and Cordell Patterson back there together, that's taking full advantage of the new kickoff formation. It was the Steelers who signed Patterson the same day. So they're already thinking about it. How do we maximize this? How do we turn this into field position for our offense, which has sucked for several years? Not sucked, but it's underperformed. We get better field position by having Cordell Patterson. Well, Browns fan would say that. It's underachieved, I think, is the more palatable thing to say. Okay,
did you see? Why do you think they got rid of Kenny Pickett? The dude threw for 13 touchdowns over 2 years. Come on. Like, the offense sucked, right? They brought in Arthur Smith because the offense sucked. They turned over the entire quarterback room because the offense sucks. So, let's not. I know you have an affinity for Pittsburgh over there, and
I don't. I just don't.
Oh, no, right. Yeah. All right.
I don't need anybody driving down here and looking for me.
Yeah, I understand. But I'm just saying, it's not like we were talking about, I don't know, a really good, the 2007 Patriots. All right. When we're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. So yeah, when you look at what this kickoff rule is going to be, coaches around the league have basically talked about, we don't really know how this is going to look. So like you said, why not deploy every asset that you have in order to maximize the kind of field position that you can get out of it? I think it does make sense. If you're envisioning Justin Fields breaking through that line and then he's got one man to beat, which is the kicker, either he's going to run past the kicker or he's going to juke the kicker out. We know that. We understand that Justin Fields is an incredible athlete, one of the best running quarterbacks we've ever seen. So he can run in the open field. There's no question about that. It's just a matter of, does it really make sense to use a backup quarterback like this? And furthermore, is Justin Fields even going to be the backup quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Because Russell Wilson has been called the person who's in, quote, pole position, but I don't necessarily think that means that he's going to be the Steelers starting quarterback week one. He has the leg up to do it, but who's to say Justin Fields can't be more effective in an Arthur Smith run offense than Russell Wilson at this point? I don't know the answer to that, and I guess that's something we're going to have to figure out over the next few months.
Pole position is hardly QB1. And I agree with you. The moment that Mike Tomlin, the coach of the Steelers, said that at the league meetings, I thought there's an opening there for Justin Fields to take it. And they're thinking about both of these guys as the starter for 2025, depending upon how things go this year. Fields, younger, I think that they would probably prefer going forward that it be Fields, because it would be Fields for many more years than it would be Russell Wilson if he would be the solution to their quarterback problem. He runs a 4-4-5, and maybe it speaks to the idea that they're going to give Wilson the opportunity to start the season, and so they're going to use Fields. They've got him. And they've got the draft pick bumps up a level if he takes 51% of the offensive snaps. Hey, take all the special team snaps you want. They don't count toward the formula. So use him on the kick return. And I think they will be using him on offense, even if he's not QB1, like they used Cordell Stewart back in 1995, his rookie year, the year the Steelers went to a Super Bowl, and then he became the starter after that, and it worked well, and then it didn't, and then it worked well, and then it didn't. It was kind of a roller coaster for Stewart until it finally washed out for Tommy Maddox, who eventually yielded to Ben Roethlisberger. But they're looking for that guy who's going to be the guy, and they thought it was going to be Kenny Pickett, and to their credit, and very much out of character, they bailed on Pickett, blew up the quarterback room. Nobody's back who was on the three-man depth chart last year, and now it's Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.